Hello everyone and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. My name is Connor. Welcome to the show. Be sure to smash that like button on your way in and let's get right into things. So, looking at the crypto market right now, not a lot has changed from the epic day we had yesterday, where we saw Bitcoin go from around 80K to over $89,000. It stopped just short of 90,000. Ethereum is trading for $3,280. Solana is at $213. BNB broke out at $631. Doge continuing to rip, and to no surprise, if we can find it here, we got Bonk up 21% on the day, up 67% on the week, breaking out massively. And in a video I made just a few days ago, Bonk was highlighted here for this exact reason. We'll look at Bitcoin in a moment, but congrats to everyone who decided to take a risk on Bonk. This is what the chart looks like at the time of the video recording. The price was down here. All right, so pre-breakout, it's now up around 54%, so not bad, and just the start, because this is going to new all-time highs. Anyways, a lot of coins are pumping, a lot of money is being made. It's a beautiful time to be invested in cryptocurrency. Now, when it comes to BTC, here's our 1 hour time frame chart. We have a fresh Monday range. Our Monday low is down here at 80,000. We used our Monday mid-range as support on the dip earlier in the day, and we're now back above the daily open, and we are approaching the Monday high. So we are in a very strong parabolic aggressive uptrend. In these strong aggressive parabolic trends, the price does consolidate like we're seeing now, and this typically does lead to breakout moves higher. Now, $90,000 is a huge level psychologically, and we can pull fibs as well. And let's just pull some fibs right now to show you guys. So 89,000, 90,000. Technically, it's exactly $89,000. This is our 0.618 Fibonacci extension of the previous all-time high made in March and the lows created on the 5th of August. All right, this 61.8 Fibonacci extension is right here at 89K current price. So this is big resistance. We are in price discovery, so there's little tools available to utilize to find resistance levels, and Fibonacci extension levels are amongst the most reliable tools available. So understand that 89 grand, that's a big Fibonacci extension level, which is going to act as resistance right now. So that's why we've stopped exactly on a dime at 89K, in my opinion, because of that fib level extension. So we're going to find out, is it just going to be a temporary kind of consolidation at this fib level before we blast higher to 100 grand? Or is this going to mark a local top and we are going to go and test some lower levels? When it comes to lower levels tested, look, we're in price discovery. There's a decent chance eventually Bitcoin will come and test the previous all-time high. I don't think that time is right now, but maybe in a week from now, right? During Thanksgiving, maybe we get a holiday dip and the price comes in and back tests the previous all-time high. I certainly see that happening, but I don't think it's time for that just yet. So what I'm looking for now on Bitcoin is I am looking for this consolidation to lead to another breakout higher. I think at the very least, these highs get taken out. Some more shorts get squeezed because there's for sure people shorting up here at 90K. So at the very least, I'm looking for a push to touch 90,000. And then from there, I want to see this Monday high hold as support on a retest to see if we can go higher. Overall, again, it's a very strong aggressive uptrend. During these strong aggressive uptrends, the dips are just shallow and short-lived, and the consolidations, like what we're seeing right now, simply lead to breakouts higher. So that's what I expect. I'm expecting this consolidation to lead to a breakout higher. Again, at the very least, it's going to sweep 90,000. And ideally, it does continue to push. But we're in risk-on conditions across the board. When Bitcoin does cool off for even just a few days, we're going to see major rotations into altcoins. If we look at Bitcoin dominance, it's rallying very hard. And again, I'm not really surprised by this, right? You can probably tell by my tonality when I've been looking at Bitcoin dominance the past few days. I didn't think this was the top. It started to look like it with this huge move down. But yeah, this is going likely higher. Again, there's a lot of room here. This is a wide spread in this zone for Bitcoin dominance from 60% up to 63.5%, right? This is a bit of a massive spread here. There's a lot of room for this to continue a few percentage points higher. And that's likely what will happen when Bitcoin continues to just charge on a rampage higher. Bitcoin dominance is going to rise. And then eventually it will top and Bitcoin dominance will fall. Bitcoin will likely be going sideways in one of its distributive periods during this time. And that's when we're going to see the major rotation into altcoins. So all in all, BTC, short term, looking for this consolidation to lead to a new all-time high. Can we hit 90K today? Yes, I certainly think we can. I think at the very least we'll sweep the highs and touch 90K. All right, and we have just reclaimed the daily open as well. So we have flipped the day from red to green. Now when it comes to ETH is playing catch up big time after breaking out of its bottom range. Like, this is the equivalent of Bitcoin breaking out above like the high 50Ks. All right, ETH is lagging behind massively, and it's going to play catch up all the way up here to 4,000. There's nothing but clear skies really until 3,800. All right, so I'm looking for this to continue to gap and teleport higher. ETH is going to have its run. All the people ragdolling it, hating it, they're going to eat their words. Yeah, this is not to be underestimated, this ETH breakout. It's going to play catch up super hard, and this is just the start of the rally. BNB trying to make new all-time highs. And then we have Solana as well, which is a bit weaker today with Bitcoin pulling back. Sol has went ahead, and let's wait for our indicator to show up here, showing our Monday range. There we go. So another perfect kind of Monday range play here on Solana. Price essentially swept the Monday high, rejected down back to the Monday low, but didn't quite hit it. Now it's using the Monday mid-range as resistance. So maybe this comes and sweeps the Monday low before marching higher towards the all-time high. That's what I would look for if I was looking to trade Solana and look for a long. I would wait for a flush, a sweep of these lows. Maybe it wants to sweep 200 and then all-time highs. All right, but right now Ethereum is playing catch-up, and it is quite similar to Sol on the lower time frames. But you can see it's still holding up actually stronger on these smaller time frames, with ETH holding its Monday mid-range as support over here. But yeah, overall still bullish. Nothing to be worried about right now. This is the bull market pump. Dogecoin, on the other hand, green day after green day after green day after green day. Once it broke out of this falling wedge here on the weekly time frame. And it is less than, or it's around 100% gain away from the all-time high, which is up towards 75 cents. As we can see here. All-time high is 74 cents. So Doge on fire. And with that, Bonk is also on fire. XRP on fire. We've been talking about this breakout a lot on these live streams, actually. XRP broke out. And let's go look at Bonk as well. Bonk with a 25% move on the day. Very, very, very nice breakout. All right, so a lot of coins going up in value. What a time. Congrats to everyone printing right now. It is printing season. And yeah, it's really crazy because this is like just the start of this period, guys. Like, you think this is nuts. Just wait. Wait until 2025, because at this point, Bitcoin going well north of 100 grand. I think we can all agree on that. Maybe there's some people that still don't think it can go above 100,000, but those people will eat their words. It's going to get so crazy when Trump gets inaugurated, Trump in office, coins pumping, AI is going to come back so hard. People will look at this cycle. The normal average retail user, which in my opinion, everyone watching this stream, I think they're a step above the straight up normie average retail person, right? Because you're kind of doing research, you're looking into things, you're watching content, right? You're trying to learn. The average person doesn't really do that kind of stuff. But the average person will be looking at the crypto market as their last chance to kind of change their financial situation. The FOMO, the greed, the euphoria, it's all going to converge into this massive, massive bull market concoction that is going to send these altcoins so freaking high, you won't believe it. It is the time where everyone's a genius. It's not hard to make money right now. You throw a dart blindfolded at a board and it's going to hit a coin, and that coin will go up. But it's going to get even crazier. All right, so main thing, have exposure in coins that you think will do well. That's what I preach here at Crypto Empire, and it's worked out pretty well for me so far. Anyways, let's see what's going on with our live chat. Shout out to Austie Craig Lands. He says, first from Berlin, let's go. What's going on, Austie Craig? And we got Silvadala. Can we hit 90K tonight? Just went over that. I think it's very possible. Shout out to Miko. He says, Connor is my hero. Thank you, sir. Let's see. Connor is a bro. Thank you, brother. We got Raphael. What's up, Raphael? Benjamin H. He says, yo, Crypto Empire, let's make some money this run. With kind regards from the Netherlands. Cheers. Let's do it, Benjamin. We will continue to do what we do. Daniel says, thoughts on redo on Ton, and what do you think about the Ton ecosystem? We'll look at those altcoins a little later on as we get into the altcoin segment of this live stream. And price predictions for Ski. We'll look at that in a moment. Big shout out to Glasshopper, Fiat Hater, HNG Loose, Man with a Plan, Armzilla, All Day Dre. We got Gary McNeese. What's up, Gary? We got Topi Wales. What's up, Topi? We got Toby as well. We got Lee Harrison. We got Mike B1800. Big shout out to everybody here. Shout out to Ringo37. My man, good to have you. He says, smash the like, guys. Connor speaks crypto wisdom beyond his years. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I've been told, this isn't self-proclaimed. This is what other people have told me. But I've been told that I can see through the matrix. Now, I don't think that's the case. I just think I have a good hunch on how things work here. Through a lot of reference experience and anecdotal experience, putting my own money on the line, taking thousands of trades at this point, you learn quite a bit by just doing the damn thing consistently over a period of years. So I'm happy to share everything I've learned with the community here on the channel. If you guys appreciate that, you know what to do. Smash that like button and also subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. Anyways, let's get into some news on the day. So you guys remember this guy, Russell Okun? Well, 4 years ago, he decided to take half of his NFL salary in Bitcoin. The price was around $28,000. And long story short, he turned $6.5 million into $20 million in 4 years by taking half of his salary in Bitcoin. He was made fun of, he was shunned, he was called an idiot by the world for taking half of his salary in Bitcoin. Now he's richer than all of the critics. Lesson in there, big lesson in there. Do what you think is right. Screw what anybody else thinks. And this guy took a risk and he was rewarded massively. But it was an educated risk. He understood that the value of everything in the world is going down versus Bitcoin. Fiat money is hyperinflating. It's losing value by the day, rapidly. It's going to collapse to being completely worthless. Smart move by Russell Okung. And he's likely to get even richer by many millions as this cycle does progress. Moving on. Big news out of Coinbase today. So Coinbase has launched Coin50. It's a whole new way to track the performance of the crypto economy. We'll watch this brief video. The new way to track the crypto economy, Coin50. Classic kind of Coinbase marketing. So make sure you guys can see that. A market cap weighted index of the top 50 eligible assets. And a bunch of shit coins basically, covering 80% of the crypto market. The new standard has arrived, Coin50. We'll look at their website real quick, coinbase.com/coin50. So yeah, big news. Coinbase making their own weighted index with, their top 50 coins. And Brian Armstrong says the canonical market cap weighted index for crypto is live with Coin50. Big write up here. Big write up here. We won't read all of this. He's eventually talking about altcoins. He says eventually every project, community, meme, and maybe even person/AI will have a token. Big claim there. Very big claim there by Brian Armstrong. But yeah, that's where everything is basically headed. And of course, once we get some regulatory clarity, there should be a compliant way to register a crypto security for people wanting to raise money for their business, making capital formation more efficient. So crypto will be the next version of the stock market and the internet with millions of tokens. We may expand the coverage over time, but we're starting today with the top 50 assets by market cap that meet their listing standards. Having a broad-based market index is an important piece of financial infrastructure as crypto continues to update the financial system. Yeah, big bull market stuff here, right? This stuff doesn't happen in a bear market. This is only bull market news, bull market releases. All right, so this is pretty huge, and it's a lot of exposure for our altcoins. Of course, the degens in the trenches immediately made a meme coin after this called Coin50. Let's see how it's doing right now. All right, bit of a dip on this thing. It ran pretty hard. It was released today at 8:30 a.m., very shortly after this news was announced. And it essentially went from, a 50K market cap up to 4.5 million, 43x in a few hours, and it has pulled back now into this level of demand at 1.7. So we'll see if this meme coin does catch a bid. But yeah, this is like the new thing because of Brian Armstrong and Coinbase launching the Coin50 today. And we will see how this one does progress. We'll see if it's going to be a big winner or not. But this is breaking news on behalf of Coinbase. Now, moving on, back to Bitcoin news. And let's just see what's happening here on the lower time frames. So we're pushing the Monday high right now. Likely. Third tap of the high over here, right? 1, 2, coming in for the third. Maybe we sweep it and we want to reject. Could be some distribution forming up here at the 61.8 Fibonacci extension. Some other top signals. So here's a tweet by Crypto Paradigm, also known as just Dime. So on October 20th, he tweeted, when Dave Portnoy comes back to Bitcoin, start getting suspicious. He always makes 30% and sells the bottom. Now, just 4 hours ago, we're going to watch this video from Dave Portnoy.
Again, I have it, but I was going to buy $2 million on the ledger with Barstool, and I think I said I want in the 40s. I went to do it. I literally switched the money into Kraken, and by the time I got the $2 million into Kraken, was it 39 or 49? It was back over the threshold, and my CFO's like, want me to buy it? It's like, no, we wait for it to go back to this number and then buy the 2 mil, and it just never went back.
Classic Dave Portnoy. I'm going to assume you guys know who he is. If not, look up Barstool Sports. He embodies the typical average retail mind when it comes to crypto. He called Bitcoin a scam all last cycle. Ended up like buying the top basically. Here he is basically saying, let's watch the end of this video.
I've given up on crypto. I love crypto. I own it. It's on the ledger, not as much as I'd like. It keeps me up at night, time to time, because it's like if I just put 10 million, I would have made 10 million. So that haunts me. But I'm almost at peace with it. It'll just always be that sweet piece of ass that got away, you know?
Anyways, yeah, this is Portnoy. He is back on the menu, as Dime says, as a top signal for sure, right? This guy, again, typical retail. He always wants to come in at local tops. So we'll see if the Portnoy indicator ends up playing out with Bitcoin again, touching that fib extension at 90K, 89,000 actually. Yeah, but dude, Portnoy really is a top signal. He's like that one friend you have who always like texts you and tells you he bought Bitcoin and it's the top. That's Portnoy basically. So we'll see. We'll see if this indication does play out. Anyways, moving on. So some big news for HBAR, all the HBARbarians out there. So the Canary funds, they have filed an S1 with the SEC Gov, the SEC, to launch an HBAR ETF. This comes following Canary's launch of its HBAR Trust in October. All right, so HBAR, they have their governing council made up of like major corporations around the world. So they have some, say, political pull maybe to get this ETF approved. But with this news, HBAR has pumped quite aggressively today. This is the 1 hour time frame. From the time of that news release to current price, it is up 28%. It did go as high as 42% today. All right, so we're now at the stage where Bitcoin ETF is approved. It's been trading for almost a year now. ETH ETF approved, been trading for, well over 6 months. They announced the large cap ETF basket with things like Solana in it. So now we're at the point where they're going to be applying for altcoin ETFs. And HBAR is one of the first. Also XRP is applied. But yeah, HBAR is one of the first here, and it has broken out nicely from this downtrend that it has been in, as we can see here. Nice little falling wedge, double bottom, bullish divergence, breakout. So my best case scenario for HBAR hasn't changed. I made a video on this a while back, and a lot of HBAR holders were upset, but I said the best case scenario for this cycle is going to be 23 to 29 cents. I still stand by that, right? I just know HBAR and like the tokenomics and how they raised money and did a lot of shady things. It doesn't have it's all made up. It's all fake, basically. It doesn't have a real... I mean, it does have a community. It's got a lot of diehard brainwashed HBAR holders for sure. And maybe I'm going to be wrong, and I'll have to eat my own words here. But yeah, I used to be an HBAR bull, but no longer. And I mean, for the most part, good to see this pump out of the bottom here for HBAR. But again, my best case scenario for this cycle is going to be 29 cents basically, which is still a nice gain. Don't get me wrong, like 330%. That's nothing to cry about or hate on. That's more returns than you'll see in basically any other market around the world. But yeah, here in crypto, opportunity cost is very expensive. So if you want to go for more, it is out there in this market. But HBAR, you can make money. You can make some multiples. I just don't see it being a top performer at all by any means this cycle. Now let's go ahead and move on to some breaking news about PAL. So PAL is an AI coin that I was never a part of. I never bought this one. Reason why is it's just been going up only, except for now, really since it was created. And I do believe that was in late 2022. Let's go ahead and confirm that. Uh, they launched a new contract. Anyways, I don't even think this is the right one. This is on Solana. Yeah, here we go. 1 year and 3 months old. So this thing had a massive run, and it went up only basically from the time it was created. Now, as you can see, a huge red candle making new lows compared to its September bottom. So what happened? Well, you know FET and the Artificial Superintelligence Alliance? PAL AI eyes membership in the ASI Alliance pending community approval. This has all happened today. And I know a lot of people probably own PAL watching this stream right now. People leave comments like, Connor, can you cover PAL? Connor, what's going on? Can you look into PAL for me? Can you chart PAL? I get asked this on a routine basis. So I'm sure many of you were affected by this. Long story short, yeah, they want to become a part of the ASI Super Alliance. And PAL's potential integration represents the leap forward. A bunch of jargon here. So community voting is scheduled to begin on November 18th, which is in 6 days, and will close on November 23rd. So this will be voted to get approved or not. And just so you know, the community is not happy at all with this news. Reason being, there will be some kind of token conversion. And I believe the conversion price 25 cents. Yeah, PAL 25 cents. And when the news was released, it was trading for 31 cents. So they made this announcement saying like, yeah, your tokens are going to be worth less than the current price because we want to merge with the ASI Alliance. So yeah, the community was pissed and they immediately dumped their tokens. Now with this, I'm sure this is not a coincidence by any means whatsoever, just super random, but PAL just happened to launch perps or leverage trading on MEXC yesterday, 1 day before this big announcement to merge with the ASI. They magically get listed on MEXC for perp trading so that you can just short it. Wow. Can't be a coincidence, right? This guy said, I bet the whole team was shorting. You think? Here's a PAL holder expressing his thoughts on X. He says, in regards to the PAL merger, coming from a huge holder since last August, the team doesn't get it. They basically lost the community the biggest advantage they had. The problem is even if the vote doesn't go through, they lost the trust. We have to accept this horrible merge because there's no other option. We'll get our locked in 22 cents and that's it. The team has horrible decision making. It seems so. I'd rather the merge go through anyway. What a shame to throw away one of the best communities there ever was. So, I mean, I've been hit by a few of these this cycle, right? Proposed tokenomics changes on things like router protocol in Rio, and I saw the value drop instantly in a day. So I know what this feels like. Unfortunately, I'm not a PAL holder, so this didn't affect me in any way, but I've been through it. I've been through the ringer. In terms of my take on it, will PAL come back? It's really tough to say. So many holders were in such massive profits on this coin because, again, it went up only for over 1 year. People up hundreds of X's. The imbalance of the unrealized profit and loss, the NUPL, if you will, it was just too heavy, even with the massive 80% drop from the all-time high, 85% down. Look, it's still up. It's still up to that low, 10x. And this is the gate list price. I'm pretty sure, again, it was way lower. We'll confirm that right now. Let's just take it from one of the first few days to that summertime bottom. I guess that's pretty accurate. But regardless, people are up massive. And when too many holders are in massive profits and the team is sitting on, tokens that they created out of thin air, they're sitting on tens of millions of dollars, they need some way to exit. So what do? They propose a merge with the Super Alliance. They get listed on MEXC perps the day before. The announcement goes live and they're already sitting in shorts. and they can sell their tokens spot to cause the price to crash. So they double dip their profits, and they come out with their millions, and the community gets screwed. That is very likely what happened here. It's an absolute shame to see, but crypto is still the Wild West. And yeah, this stuff happens kind of on a routine basis at this point. Again, I feel for all the PAL holders. It's brutal. Been through this before on other projects. It sucks. And if they do come back, it usually takes a while, months at least, for any kind of trust to be rebuilt back into the community. So yeah, rough ride today for PAL holders. In other news, I've been going off on tangents about Cubic in my live streams because I just get asked too much when the price is low. If people like use me as their decisions, which I don't like. You guys should make your own decisions. Sure, I can provide some insight and intel for you to make your own decision, but I don't like being used as a crutch to make decisions. But anyways, I get asked way too much about Cubic, so I've been letting my thoughts vocalize very loudly here on live streams, basically saying to not be a pussy and sell the bottom. Well, this is why you shouldn't be a pussy and sell bottoms. Nice pump. All right, this did actually end up being a range low deviation. Reclaimed and made a higher high, and here we have the second consecutive green candle in a day. So from this bottom, it's a start. This thing is up 42%, which is nice, but it's got a lot of work to do, don't get me wrong. All right, there's some huge announcements coming up for Cubic in terms of the white paper, in terms of their artificial neural networks. I believe that's on December 7th. They have a big presentation about AI Garth. So I've always seen this as a legitimate project. People hate on it because they're, I guess, just salty that CFB is the way he is and speaks to people the way he does. I don't really care about that. And yeah, nice range low reclaim, good start for Cubic, ton of work to do, but this is what I really wanted to see, right? I wanted to just see this be a deviation below the lows, sweep them, reclaim. All the little nerds sold the bottom. That's the way the world works. It's a cold world. That's why you need conviction. But anyways, just the start. Next order of business is for Cubic to reclaim the quarterly open and go ahead and flip this resistance and make a higher high. All right, we want to see this uptrend continue. Very simple. So we want to see a higher high, a higher low, higher high, higher low, etc., etc. But very nice start here for Cubic coming out of the bottom. 40% move. Ideally, it is just the beginning. Now, AI, let's go look at AI. Let's pull up the AI watch list, guys. OXO is looking nice here at 18 cents. Another one where, again, it would have been super easy to sell the bottom over here. But what you need to know about OXO, it is gearing up for a breakout. All right, this is the neckline of the double bottom. All right, these highs. So we're simply looking for this to break and send. Tau rejected off of $600, which is completely fine. Very, very picture perfect. Let's drop this to the 1 hour time frame. So here on Tau, this is classic. All right, here's your Monday high. You see price just sweep Monday's high. Sells off to the Monday low, 1 hour 200 EMA. Well, sweep the Monday low, get bought back up. This is a range continuation pattern. You sweep the high, you sweep the low, then you break the high. All right. Range continuation 101 here for all the newer TA people that are learning. That's how it works. Typically, the first direction you sweep is the direction you break out in. So if we would have swept the low first, ideally, or most likely, not ideally, but probability-wise, if we would have swept the low first, we would have swept the high and broke down. But because we swept the high first, we sweep the low, then I'm expecting the breakout higher. These typically break out in the direction they swept first. Range continuation. Get all this off the chart, clean it up. All right, cool. So here's FET on the news of the merger with PAL, and it's down 11%. Why? Well, I mean, it swept the high. It's at the low now at the 4-hour 200 EMA. Just testing support here. But AI, for the most part, I don't think we're going to see the AI boom until next year. If you guys haven't noticed, I'm going to make you notice right now by going over this. This run we're having right now is almost an exact replica, an exact copy of 2023. Almost exactly the same. What do I mean by that? I'll show you what I mean by that. If we go to the weekly time frame here, go look at this chart. So in 2023, September, October, we were going sideways for months in a range. Here in mid-October, we broke out and then we sent. Well, 2024, we're going sideways for 8 months. When did we break out of the range? Mid-October. Shocker, right? Again, it's an exact replica of this year's the same as last year. Hindsight is 2020, but man, does it slap you in the face after the fact. So if we're going to continue having an exact replica of, like, say, the prior year, we know AI started to really pump and take off in February of this year. More likely than not, the AI boom is going to be early in 2025. All right, so there's going to be some time, some chopping around. There will be random ones that pump like crazy, but I think we're going to have a very broad market AI boom Q1 next year. PAL probably knows this, which is why they did this move now. But for the most part, when it comes to your AI coins, you're going to have to sit tight for a little bit. Opportunity cost is expensive. I wouldn't suggest selling to try and buy back lower or anything like that. Right? I treat these AI coins as more investments and not short-term trades because I know what's coming for AI and crypto. Again, going back to what I said at the intro of this live stream, people will be looking at this market cycle with Trump getting inaugurated, monetary conditions easing up, the economy strengthening, inflation going down, all of these bullish risk on things. Crypto is going to be pumping. The younger generations will be looking at crypto, the ones not involved now, because we already look at it like this, but they're going to be looking at crypto as their last way out to get ahead financially. And the speculation bubble will be absolutely insane, more than you could even imagine, which is why I titled this live stream, "The Next Altcoin Pump Will Blow Your Mind," because it will blow your mind. You have to understand, people will be looking at crypto as their only way to get ahead, and they will be gambling like mad on altcoins, and the AI boom is going to blow your freaking mind. So anyways, yeah, this year is an exact replica of last year, and if that's going to continue, AI is going to pump early next year. So sit tight with them, find the ones you like, and expect a boom when the time is right. Now, real-world asset coins are getting slaughtered today. We can take a look at the RWA watch list, and every single one of them is red. Ondo down 8%, but it's been rallying quite hard. Pendle, same story. I mean, all of these are almost identical charts. If we just run through these, right, they all pumped earlier in the week, and they're all kind of selling off now. Every single one of them looks the same. All right, so real-world assets kind of just pumps randomly when it wants to. Of course, if BlackRock announces some news with their BUIDL fund, it's going to cause these RWA coins to pump. But again, with this narrative, with this sector of the market, I just treat it as an investment, and I sit tight on my bags until it is time to basically exit and take the profits. So RWA, quiet right now, but I mean, all the charts are very bullish, just having a pullback for the most part. And then the memes. So we got Big Bad NPC with a clean breakout. Love to see it. I own a decent chunk of this coin. So yeah, nice to see the printer going off on this one today. Nairo CTO. Again, this is Binance's Nairo. It is in this consolidation. Swept last week's high, swept the Monday high back inside. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, a lot of memes are red on the day, except for NPC. Brett pulling back after sweeping Monday's high in a monster rally yesterday, right into this supply zone. Bobo still in the expansion phase. All right, so just let this continue to grind higher. When it wants to go parabolic, it will go parabolic. Ponky, it's in this ascending accumulation into the supply zone. It might take some time, but in bull markets, supply zones do get broken through to the upside. And we had somebody ask about redo on ton. Here's redo. Backtesting resistance, right? The support line broke. It's now trying to essentially reclaim. So what do I think about Telegram? What do I think about redo? Again, it was great until their founder got arrested and he was basically extorted into changing the terms of Telegram to have to backdoor all the encryption keys, and law enforcement can get access to the messages now, so it's no longer like a safe, secure, encrypted messaging platform. It's a Fed thing like WhatsApp now, basically. So that doesn't help. That doesn't help redo the resistance dog by any means. It's at resistance right now, redo. It's at the quarterly open as well, where the price was on October 1st, the origin of the breakdown. So this will be very major if redo can reclaim this quarterly open. All right. If it does reject back down towards the bottom, that's probably going to be a buy opportunity, because at some point in time, I think this will pump, but you have to see what's going to happen with the founder. I haven't heard any news about that recently. Pavel Durov in France getting arrested. How's the ton coin doing? All right, it's just kind of been really sideways. It's like Ethereum before Ethereum broke out. That's what this reminds me of. Sideways range. Sweep the lows a few times. Those were always the best buys. So this should break out and resolve to the upside. When it does, redo will probably be able to pump as well. But I think all the meme coins on Telegram are tied to the ton coin, so you have to wait for that main one to go before this one, before anything like redo pumps. So ticker Bitcoin selling off a bit. Actually, all the Murad coins are down on the day because of Giga. So if we look at Giga here, this has been happening a lot. Right, same thing I was going over with PAL. If you look on the monthly chart, for 11 months straight, this has been going straight up vertical. The imbalance of people and massive profits is too large, right? People threw a few $100, a few $1,000 at this thing. It turned into millions. It turned into, $600, $700, $800, $900,000. That is insane money. Right, crypto can make you get disillusioned to the real world, but if you can throw a few $1,000s into something and it turns into like 700 grand, that is insane. Crypto makes you think, oh, like that's nothing. It's not even $1 million. Don't be a retard. Anyways, people in Giga are literally they've done that, right? They've turned a very small amount of money into millions. So anyway, one of the largest holders, apparently his wallet got exploited yesterday. And his MetaMask got hacked, and the hacker immediately sold $2 million of Giga. Market sold it, which crashed the price down to a $100 million market cap. And with that, you can see it got bought back up immediately, but it's now kind of continuing to trend lower. And with that, all the Murad coins are taking a bit of a hit today. Right, every single one of them is red. Some of them more than the other. Mini down 8%, back to 50 mil. If we look at Retardio. All right, so they're all down. They all have red days, and this is likely all because of Giga. So when everyone that's been holding this coin is up 30x, 50x, 100x, whatever, the net unrealized profit and loss is favoring the people in profit way too much that the pendulum has to swing the other way eventually. So whether this person really clicked on a fake Zoom link and got his wallet exploited, or he's using that as a cop-out so that he can get away with selling $2 million, which, I mean, it's the open market. He's allowed to do that technically, right? Nothing saying he can't. No rules. This is the Wild West. So yeah, we'll see what happens here with Giga and the Murad coins. But overall, if there's one coin on Murad's list that's due for a correction, it's this one. It's gone nothing but up for almost a full year. So it needs some kind of cool off, some kind of reset of the indicators. And that is happening now. Price is essentially right on this support trend line. Where is this likely to come back to? $300 million makes sense. Who knows though? We're in a bull market. Maybe it doesn't go that low. Maybe it already tested that low, but people are freaking out basically because they're like, oh my God, if one person sold and it caused the chart to do this, you know, what's going to happen if more people that are early decide to sell? Yeah, I mean, welcome to the meme coin casino. Welcome to the trenches. Like, this is it. Like, you know, people are up hundreds of X's when you're taking your initial entry. The price goes up a penny and somebody just made 100X. And you made like a 1% gain. Understand that. And yeah, we'll see what happens with the Murad coins here. But anyways, let me see what's going on here with our live chat. Guys, be sure to smash that like button. Really appreciate all the support on the likes. Thank you. Let's see. Glasshopper says Sun putting in some work. So yeah, I took this long yesterday. On Sun. Good start. Why did I take this long? Well, it was about as clean of a triple bottom as you can get. As you can see, you had the 1, you had the 1, you had the 2, you had the 3, you had the bullish divergence. It was about as clean as you can get here. And we're in easy mode risk on condition, so I sent it. And yeah, good start thus far with the breakout. And we're looking for this to continue higher and make up lost ground. Sundog is also moving up today. So some of the Tron ecosystem meme coins are getting some life blown back into them today. Let's check up on Bull and T-Bull. So this is Crash's coin Bull. It's at a 59 mil market cap. Now, I mean, the chart is basically just, you know, people are siphoning money out of this slowly every day. I don't know what's going to happen with some of these other crash calls. Obviously, Brett's his main thing, and he markets Brett like Richard Hart markets Hex, which is fine. That marketing is proven to work already. Just without like the flashy, annoying lifestyle marketing, but similar copywriting. Regardless, we'll see what happens with these crash coins, right? Everyone that bought after his video, right? He made his video, this thing pumped to 300 mil. I mean, everyone that bought is basically in a loss now, but Crash has a cult following, all right? So we'll see if this one does make a comeback. It is setting up pretty clean. You can't ignore this chart. right? It's setting up very, very clean for a horizontal breakout. This is the Cabal. There's also the community T-Bull version, so we'll check on that as well. And this is the one here, Tron Bull, 14.6 mil market cap. So there's a big kind of battle between T-Bull and Bull. This one I believe launched first, and it's a community token basically, where some dude made it and an organic community got built around it. Crashes one, you know, he launches himself, he buys up the lows, he makes a video about it saying he bought 10 grand of this thing at a 3 million market cap, and then everyone who follows him watches that video and immediately market buys. So two very different projects here, and as of right now they're in kind of, this looks more organic, because it is. It objectively is more organic. I mean, I don't own a horse in this race, so I'm kind of talking from the outside in. I could care less about which coin ends up being the winner out of this. Now, they're very similar setups. But if there's one to pick, it is the community one. Lower market cap, way more organic. Who knows though? I know there's a huge battle though between these two coins. So I mean, I get my popcorn out and I watch it unfold. But I'm just looking at both of these at the same time right now, and objectively speaking, the T-Bull one looks better. Chart wise, lower market cap, more organic community. If I had to choose a horse to win the race, it would be this one. No hate on Crash, but that's just the objective truth, or at least my subjective version of the truth. It is my take on it. People probably do disagree, but let them. I could care less. Let's see. Topi, he says, hey Connor, you always mention how this market tends to respect Monday ranges, and then it happened again. You're a legend, man, and thanks for the bonk breakout you mentioned in previous live stream. Topi, I really appreciate your support, man. You know, you're one of the few people who have been watching from, I don't know if it was day one, like when I first made my channel, or like the first few weeks, but I know you've been here from the beginning, and you know, you've always done nothing but show support, so I appreciate that. Right, you're one of the rare few. Obviously, we got other diehards like Dre and Glasshopper, Ladradoodle, right? A lot of people, a lot of awesome people in the community. But Topi, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Mike B as well. He bought Sun Dog instead of Sun. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that happens, man. They're very similar. They are. Honestly, when I was first, like in September, when I was first discovering these coins or whatever, I was like, oh, there's a sun and a sun dog. So yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Let's see. Lee Harrison, he says Cubic has awoken LFG. Just the start right now for Cubic. It's got a lot of work to do. But yeah, it has definitely woken up. 40% move in like a day, basically. So good start, and we want to see this thing continue to pump. Nemo says, pal, big F for me, lost so much. It's tough, man. Again, I'm not affected by PAL, but I've been there in other projects where they did some kind of tokenomics change, and it just nuked the price like 50% in a day. It's gut-wrenching. It sucks. It does. It's brutal. Yeah, I feel for you, man. I really do feel for you. This is a brutality, right? A Mortal Kombat finish and brutality move right here. Currently down 62%. It was down 69% at one point. So, yeah, that's tough if you're holding that one, especially with size. I mean, to see that much money just evaporate before your eyes, it's tough. Let's see. Ostia Craig, he says, what do you think about only Bitcoin bull run theory? In your opinion, is it possible that we don't see much of a retail participation this time? I completely disagree. Completely disagree for the reasons I've mentioned twice already this live stream. Retail is going to come in and they're going to look at this crypto bull run as their last opportunity to get ahead financially, right? They're going to say Bitcoin's too high. Oh, they're going to be buying shit coins, meme coins, AI coins. There's going to be a crazy speculation bubble in altcoins. So I disagree 1000% with the Bitcoin only bull run theory. It's already disproven. We're seeing all these memes. We already saw AI boom once this year. AI boomed in 2023. It boomed in even 2022. Yeah, completely disagree with that theory. Completely. But anyways, good question. Good question. A lot of questions here today. Nemo says news. Pal is done. That's funny. Hit the likes, guys. Hit those like buttons. HNG loose. No worries, man. Fiat Hater says CRO's cooking. Still going, huh? We're slowing down a little bit today. I mean, a massive daily expansion yesterday. So look at this Monday range. It's literally a 100% move. 11 cents. Yeah, this thing went up 100% in a day, huh? Welcome to crypto. You absolutely love to see it. Welcome to the bull run, ladies and gentlemen. Even CRO is putting in 100% daily candles. Beast of a move. 5 billion market cap right now. So this is your weekly. All-time high is 95 cents. Yeah, this looks like it. I mean, it came just short of 25 cents, but this pullback is going to lead to a move towards 25 cents and likely this area around 30. Render as well is looking great. I mean, not quite a 100% move in a day, but it has gone up in 8 days 73%. If I had to guess how high Render would go, I mean, this thing it's going to touch $20. Right? For sure, I think Render will hit $20. I mean, which is a pretty awesome gain from down here at like 150. But yeah, I think Tau will just outperform it personally. Right? I think Tau has more gains on the table. So both are good, but if I had to pick one out of the two, it's going to be Tau. Right? Both of them are in the top contentions for like the number one AI coin by market cap. You can see Tau here at number 32. And Render at 44, right? Just slightly behind it by around $1 billion in market cap. And Tau, when I bought Tau, it was like a 200 million market cap. Now it's 4 billion. And I said when I first bought Tau that this has the potential to go to the top 10 in the market cap. And, you know, here it is at number 32. So that's why I think Tau will outperform Render. It's going to go to the top 10 in the market cap. Right now, the number 10 coin is Cardano at a 20 billion market cap. Yeah, Tau's going up here. So both are good, but Tau will outperform, in my opinion. Let's see. Man with a plan, he says, shout out to all the Giga Chads on the live stream and our Connor Commander. Appreciate that, man with a plan. Al Green, he says, I honestly believe Bitcoin will reach 180 grand to 200 grand. Yeah, I mean, I don't discount that speculation number. The higher Bitcoin goes, the better our altcoins are going to do. Right? The more money there is to distribute once Bitcoin dominance tops out. So I would love to see Bitcoin go north of 200K. It's going to get so crazy, guys. It's going to be so nuts. This really is just the start of it. Let's see. Mike B says LO1 Solana breaking out of that flag. Nice. 31% gain on the day. There you go. Very nice move. Very nice move there. 56% in around 4 hours. You love to see that. Let's see. Dean Foreman, will you short the market if we get to a 10 trillion total market cap? I'm not sure, because here's the thing. We'll see. We'll see what I'm doing at that point in time. Right? Because the plan here is to be able to exit on massive profits after the pump, or when the pump is happening. And yeah, I mean, I'll probably take a small percentage of my portfolio at that point in time to short. But my main prerogative is the present, right here, right now, the present moment. All right, I'm not looking at what happened in the past. I'm not looking ahead too far into the future. I want to be right here in the present. Why? Because the past doesn't exist. The future doesn't exist. All that matters is right here, right now, this exact moment. Not to get all wokey spiritual on you all, but it's the truth, right? You live in the past, you get depressed. You live in the future, you get anxious. You need to be right here, right now. So I'm mainly focused on right here, right now, and capitalizing on this run. And when the time comes, and if we see the if we do see the total at 10 trillion, yeah, I mean, that likely will be the top. Now, more likely than not, I mean, I'm kind of looking here at this 1618 extension to be a top at around 6 to 6.5 trillion. Anything above this is icing on the cake. But yeah, 10 trillion is a major number. And 6 trillion would basically be a double of where we are now, where we see $3 trillion go into the market. Then yeah, Bitcoin was the 3x, it would be around 250K. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, right? This is why I'm going live every day, giving you the most relevant news daily, the most I don't want to say the most accurate analysis, because I'm by no means perfect, but if you guys have been following along these live streams, you know I'm pretty good. So yeah, that's my prerogative right now. That's what I'm focused on. But anyways, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap up the stream right now. Now, look, if you want to join the private group, you can apply to the Crypto Empire Mastermind. Hit that QR code in the top corner of your screen there to go to the application, or just go to the first link in the description down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this live stream. Hit that like button, smash that like button if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Party's just getting started. We'll see what happens with BTC here in the short term. I think we at least sweep the Monday high and touch 90 grand before any kind of pullback. And on pullbacks, I don't think we go much lower than the previous all-time high, which is at like 74 grand. You know, we could pierce through it for a short moment of time, but you know, if you think we're going to like 50K or something, like, come on, dream on. Previous all-time high is now the rock solid support that I'm expecting to hold. And, you know, we have the monthly open higher. I mean, look, don't get in the way of this train. We're going to north of 100 grand here. And altcoins will have their day in the sun. Many of them are breaking out. Shout out to everyone who made money on Bonk or any of these other setups that I've been sharing here on the stream. Smash that like button. I'll see you all tomorrow. I got a regular video releasing later on today, so make sure you have the bell notifications on so that you are alerted when that video goes live. But my name's Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.